Hello everyone, my name is, no. Hello everyone, my name is Alissa. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another thrifting video. I'm so excited for this video because I really want to do more thrift hauls, but I thought before I do that, I wanted to kind of get you guys caught up on everything that I've thrifted over quarantine because there's a lot and I'm really proud of it. So obviously over quarantine, I wasn't able to do as much thrifting as I would have wanted, but I have my ways and I have a lot of really exciting things to show you. It's mostly clothing, but I also have some home decor and other random objects scattered in there because I love a random vintage object. What can I say? So I am cheating a little bit and I'm going to start right before quarantine started or right after, depending on who you ask. Basically, the way it all worked out, my school's spring break was right before everything fell apart. It was the first week of March. For my spring break, I first was in Denver visiting my grandparents, and then for the second half of spring break, I was in San Francisco staying with a friend of mine. So the first item I did get from Denver, and it is this rainbow sweater that I absolutely love so much. I haven't been able to wear it very much yet because first we were in quarantine and I just had no intentions of putting on real clothes, and then it was too warm, but I'm super excited to wear it this fall and definitely next spring because it is pretty springy. This I got at an amazing vintage store in Denver called Boss Vintage. Definitely recommend. It was huge and just had an amazing selection. It was really like flashy and they just had clothes from every decade and it was amazing. And I was so excited when I found this because I love pastels and I've been trying to collect some more pastel pieces. I really am inspired by like the Scandinavian vibe, if you know what I'm saying. And I think the colors woven into the sweater are just so cute. It's in really good condition. There actually was two of these at the store, which is kind of surprising, but I tried on one of them and right before I bought it, I noticed that there's a little snag in one of these, so I picked up the other one instead and I love it. Really proud of this one. So actually right after I purchased that sweater, we walked right across the street to a Goodwill, and you can never go wrong at a Goodwill. There's always something you can find, and I found this green turtleneck. It's pretty basic, but I've been wanting more turtlenecks and I really liked the color of it, and it's also a really nice material. It's kind of thicker, so it's almost like a cross between a shirt and a sweatshirt. I've already worn this so much and I know that I'm going to wear it so much more this fall and winter because it's just super cozy and it's really basic. It's great for layering. Love it. Okay, so those were my two Denver thrifts, and then right after that, like I said, I was in San Francisco, and this is where things started getting a little iffy because San Francisco was one of the first cities hit by COVID, and when I was there, people started panicking and it was just kind of chaotic. Honestly, I was just in denial because I was across the country and I didn't want to think about what was gonna happen. So that was an interesting trip. Anyways, I had a lovely time in San Francisco. And of course, while I was there, I had to check out some of the vintage stores in Haight-Ashbury, which, if you don't know, is the neighborhood in San Francisco that is widely regarded to be the place where the hippie movement started in the 70s. So very much up my alley. I love everything 70s and hippie culture and all of that. So I found this purse. I can't remember the name of the store where I got it from, but it was so cute. And honestly, all the vintage stores in that area are amazing, like I said. And I thought this was the perfect thing to buy because it definitely has the vibes of like San Francisco 70s hippie. I just love the leather and it has some really nice details. The only bad thing about it is that it is a little bit small, so I haven't used it as much as I would like to because it doesn't really even fit my phone or my wallet. It's more of a just if you want to add it to an outfit, but I love it so much and I usually have it hanging up on my door back there, so I see it every day and super cute. Obviously after spring break was when things went crazy, so there was a bit of a gap. This is when I started online thrifting, which I actually have not really done before, so it was really exciting for me to get into, and I downloaded Depop. I feel like so many people I know got super super obsessed with Depop over quarantine, but anyways. So this was one of the first things I ever found on Depop, and it's this Levi's logo shirt. I love the Levi's brand, and I actually do not own a single pair of Levi's jeans, which is just so odd, but I've been searching for the perfect pair of Levi's vintage jeans, and the day I find them will be the day I could die happy. But I just think the brand is super fun and nostalgic, so I was so excited when I saw this shirt. It's just a white t-shirt with the Levi's logo, but it's actually velvet. I don't know, and I just loved the font of it. I think it's super fun. I wear white t-shirts all the time, as I am today. Just a white t-shirt and jeans is probably my favorite outfit ever. Already worn this a lot. I also love this color. I feel like I've talked about this color so much in my last thrifting video, but matches my earrings, as you can see, and I'm just really into this color right now, so love it. Okay, so the next item is also from Depop, and some people might think this one is a little odd, but it's actually this Girl Scout handbook. First of all, I just love vintage books of every variety, and this item is actually pretty sentimental to me because it is a Girl Scout handbook from the 1940s, and my grandma was super into Girl Scouts, and she graduated high school in the year 1950. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, maybe she owned this exact same book. And I just think it's so cute. I've had it on my bedside table, and it's just like a cute little coffee table book. The illustrations are so cute. Here's an example of a few of the illustrations. They're just these little badges. Like, look how cute this is. It's an early Girl Scout uniform. I just think it's so cute, and like I said, it reminds me of my grandma. I had to have it, and I love it so much. Okay, so this next item is actually from one of my favorite vintage stores of all time, which is Dear Golden Vintage in Ann Arbor, and I got this little yellow cardigan. I think this is just the most precious thing in the world. For the longest time, I would go into Dear Golden like weekly just to browse, but I was too broke to actually buy anything from there. It's definitely on the more expensive side. It's very curated and like vintage. They have a lot of really old clothing, and it's all in amazing conditions. Like I said, it is on the pricier side, but you definitely get what you pay for. But I saw this cardigan so many times, and I just thought it was the cutest thing. And then finally this summer, I decided to go for it and treat myself, and I'm so happy I did. I actually haven't worn this one yet because obviously it's been summer, so it's been too warm, and I also just feel like I kind of want to save it for a special occasion since it's so nice. It's from the 1960s. It's authentic, and this was also right after Folklore came out, so you know, the song Cardigan was always stuck in my head, and it was just a sign. I had to have it. I love it. Oh, and also Dear Golden, where I got that, has an Etsy shop as well, so definitely check them out. I linked it down below. Okay guys, this is the big one. I got these roller skates on Facebook Marketplace, so I'm counting it as a thrift. I feel like a lot of people went through a phase during quarantine where they were obsessed with roller skating TikToks and became convinced that roller skating was their destiny. Or maybe that's just me, but I don't think it's just me. Because when I went through this phase, I tried to purchase roller skates online, and literally all of them were sold out. Literally all of them. I could not find a single pair of roller skates in my size. And I almost bit the bullet and pre-ordered Moxie roller skates, which are like $300, and they wouldn't have come in the mail until like October, but I didn't. I found these on Facebook Marketplace. Miraculously, they were my size, they're brand new, and you know, they're not the best quality in the world, but they do the job. And it's so hard to say this out loud, but I'm not gonna be roller skating every day as much as I would like to be. I've actually only used these a few times, which is super sad. I should go soon. I should go today. I should call her. I love them. The few times I have used them have just been so much fun. It's just one of the most joyful activities you can do. So if you are looking for roller skates, pro tip, Facebook Marketplace. Okay, so I purchased those roller skates in late July, right before I moved out of my college apartment in Ann Arbor. And after that, I was traveling for a little bit actually. So I went on a camping trip in northern Michigan, and we stopped in Marquette for a day, which is a really cute little city in the Upper Peninsula. And we stopped at this boutique called Revival, and I actually there bought a dress for my cousin's wedding, which worked out so well. But I also got this vintage belt. Here she is. It's this amazing Western style vintage belt. I love it so much. I love everything Western. My friends know that my ideal aesthetic is disco cowboy, and I felt like this really had the vibes. It was a little expensive, but I think it was definitely worth it. I have a black Western style belt that I just got from ASOS and I wear it all the time, and so I was wanting a brown one. So I was really happy I found this, and it's definitely amazing quality, and you can just tell that it's authentic. I love the details and the buckles on it. I think it's just so cute. And actually, the girl who sold this to me, like I said, it was at a boutique in Marquette, but she started an online store shortly after we visited called Shop Eternal. So definitely check that out. I will link it down below. She was super, super nice, and all her stuff is so cute. So definitely check out Shop Eternal. Another stop on my camping trip was Traverse City, where we went to Wilson Antiques. And if you're from Michigan and ever go to Traverse City, you need to go to Wilson Antiques. It is huge. You can spend hours in there, and I think we did. Like, I think we fully were in there for at least an hour and a half. It's 4 floors. I go there every time I'm in Traverse City, and it's just the best. It's just like an amazing antique mall. And I bought this little jar slash pitcher thing. It's like a little lemonade jar. It has lemons on it, as you can see, and then over here it also has measuring markings, and I just loved the color. I loved the lemons, obviously. It matches a blanket that I have on my bed super well, so I thought it would look really cute in my room. When I first picked it up, I loved it, and I kept asking my friends if I should get it, and they were like, literally, what use do you have for this? And I don't have a use for it, but I got it anyway. Most of the time, I just have this sitting by my bedside table, and it just makes me happy. So after my northern Michigan travels, I went to Chicago to visit my sister, and we had a whole day. We spent the day in Andersonville, which is this super cute neighborhood that has a ton of vintage and thrift stores. We really went off, I have to say. We probably went to 6 vintage or thrift stores, and I bought something at every single place, but most of them were very small purchases and or gifts, so it's fine. But one of the places we went, I got this mug that day when we got back home. My sister and I filmed a haul to send to my mom. She also loves thrifting, so that's where we get it from. She was being so shady. She responded to our haul and was like, wow, Alissa, so glad you got another mug. I have a bad habit of buying mugs. I just feel like you can never have enough. They make me so happy. It's just like in the morning when you're so tired, you're drinking your coffee, picking out a cute mug. It really does it for me. And this one is just adorable. I thought I could also use it as a planter if I want, so might do that one day, but we'll see. On that same day in Andersonville, we went to a Buffalo Exchange, which we don't have any of those where I live, but it's just a secondhand store which always has really good stuff. And I got these 2 pairs of sunglasses, which were brand new. I think they were like overstock from a company because they were the same brand, and there was a bunch of sunglasses from this brand. I almost never wear sunglasses. I just forget to wear them, and I think part of the problem is I didn't have a cute one, right? That was just what I told myself to justify buying these. I got these blue pair, which I think are just super cute. I also got these brown ones, which are super similar, but they're just a little bit more neutral, and so I've been wearing these ones a lot. I've been wearing the blue ones too, but these match everything, and so I just always have them in my bag, and I love them. Next is this shirt, which I purchased at a Plato's Closet recently. Plato's Closet is just a secondhand store, and I actually went there to donate clothing and then bought more clothing, but it's okay. I exchanged like 23 items for one. So minimalism. I'm a minimalist, basically. This is originally from Forever 21, which I don't love shopping at Forever 21 because obviously they're fast fashion, but buying it secondhand is great. And this is just so cute and trendy. Love this color. I actually haven't worn it yet, but I think it'll be perfect for like a nice dinner or hanging out with friends, and yeah. Okay, so this brings us up to the last thrift haul I posted, which I'm not gonna repeat any of those items because I didn't want to be redundant, obviously, but it was a really good haul. So if you're interested, definitely check it out so you're fully caught up. So that means everything after this point is stuff that I've thrifted very recently, which is questionable, but whatever. The next item is from one of my favorite vintage stores of all time, Mama Coo's Boutique in Detroit. Mama Coo's is actually where I had what I consider to be my best thrift of all time, which is actually that bag in the back there. That's a story for another time, but it's amazing. They have sidewalk sales pretty regularly, which is where they just have everything out on the street and it's super cheap. And I went to one recently with my mom and my sister and I got this. This is one of the random vintage objects I was talking about earlier. It's just this little shoe. It's like an old Victorian looking shoe, but I loved it because I mentioned this earlier, but I always say that I love everything disco cowboy, and I felt like this definitely had the vibes. So I just thought this shoe was kind of like Western looking, and then it also has this really pretty iridescent shimmer to it. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but it's like rainbow almost, and so definitely disco cowboy. I have no idea what the intended purpose for this is, and I have yet to find a purpose for it, but it's just been sitting on my dresser and I love it so much. Also at that same sidewalk sale that same day, I got 2 pairs of earrings. So this is the first pair of earrings, which I actually showed in a vlog recently, but they're super cute. And then I got these earrings that I'm currently wearing. All 3 of these colors of the earrings I have been making a conscious effort to integrate into my wardrobe, and so I love them. I actually don't know if they're thrifted or just from like a small business or local artist, but decided to include them anyway because I love them. Okay, we are getting close to the end, I swear, but this next one is so exciting. I got this at an estate sale in my neighborhood, and it is this bowling shirt. It's so funny, the timing was crazy because literally the day before I had been telling my dad about how thrifted bowling shirts are very in, or at least they can be cute, and this is definitely like not what I was picturing. This isn't like a classic bowling shirt, but I think it's so cute. Love the color, love everything pastel, obviously, and the best part is actually the back. Oh my gosh, this design, like, are you kidding? It's so cute. It has like a martini glass. This is actually velvet also. Simply amazing. Haven't worn this yet, haven't found the right occasion, but I'm so excited about it. It's so cute. I feel like this is the kind of thing where in a real legit vintage store, people would pay like $60, $70 for this, and I got it for like $4. At the same estate sale, I found this scarf, which I love. In my last thrift haul, I talked about how I've been trying to integrate hair scarves into my wardrobe. This one is so cute. It's different. I don't know if it's intended to be a hair scarf, but it's long and skinny. It's not the kind you tie into like a triangle shape, but I think this will actually be easier for me to style. And of course, I love everything rainbow, so I think the pattern is just super cute. Next is this little dish, which I got at a garage sale, and I was looking for something like this because I had a tiny little dish that I kept my rings in and all my jewelry, but I have since acquired more jewelry, so I needed something a little bit bigger. It's pretty simple, but I feel like it just matches my room super well, and it's just been sitting on my dresser and it looks really pretty and it fits all my jewelry. Cannot resist vintage little dishes. At the same garage sale, I got this sweater, which when I first saw this, I was a little bit unsure, but it caught my eye because it's Woolrich, which is obviously a really, really good brand, and it's a wool sweater, so it's just like really high quality. First of all, I had to institute a rule for myself that I was not allowed to buy any more gray sweaters because I own and wear way too many gray sweaters, but most of them are lighter gray. This one is darker, so that was my justification. And I also just wasn't sure if it was my style, but I bought it anyway. But I'm really glad I did because I've actually already worn it a lot. I brought it on my trip last weekend and it was so perfect just to throw on over whatever outfit I was wearing. And like I said, it's wool, so it's really, really warm. And so it'll be perfect for fall and winter. And it's simple, but it's cute and it's just good to have. All right, guys, that brings us to our last item, which is this sweater. I bought this last weekend in Saugatuck, Michigan. cardigan. It's so cute. When I saw this in the store, my first thought was, that's so cute, but I can't buy it because it's so similar to something I already have, but I bought it anyway because I'm crazy. Just kidding. This is in like amazing quality. I'm not sure how old it is, but you can't even tell that it was pre-owned because it's just so nice and so new, and it's definitely better quality than the sweater I already own that's similar to this. And it is another wool sweater. It's 100% wool, and you can see on the tag that it's 100% wool and it was made in the UK. And actually when I was checking out, this was I think $38, and when I was checking out, the guy was like, oh wow, this is $38. I just went to Ireland and I bought a sweater just like this for $138. So really good deal because it's just a high quality sweater, and the one I have that is similar to this I wear all the time, so I just know I'm gonna get so much wear out of this. It is really big, it's very oversized, and I think I will like it oversized, but I may try to shrink it in the wash, but that really scares me. I don't want to mess it up, so I think I'll just keep it like it is, but super cute and will be perfect for the fall and winter. That's it. That was certainly a journey, but that is every single thing I thrifted during quarantine. Now that we're all caught up, you can definitely expect more thrift hauls in the near future, so make sure you subscribe for more. And if you did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below your favorite thing that you thrifted during quarantine, because I'm very curious. Thank you guys so much again, and I will see you very soon.